YouTubers, the Simpson and Michael, bringing a new podcast from my segment called Are They Both the Same Thing? And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to be so hard during this audio podcast recording, not to cause any audio feedback as well. So anyway, let's get into this podcast. Into this podcast. Is the Wonder Years and Boy Meets World both the same thing? Let's start off with the Wonder Years. Now, the Wonder Years is a show created by by Neo Marvel and Karen Black. The part of the show goes like this. We are introduced to a Kevin Arnold who narrates and reflects about his past growing up in the late 60s and 70s. We get to see him his past memories growing up in those time periods, played by a younger Kevin Arnold, played by Freddie Savage, who played a younger version of himself. We get to see his adventures growing up in that time period. Along with his family, being Jack Arnold, his dad, Noel Arnold, his mother, his hippie sister Karen Arnold, and his buddy brother Paul, and also his best friend being Paul Piper, and his other friend / girlfriend being Wendy Cooper. Now, the one is started in January the 31st, in 1988, and ended in May 12th, 1993. In 1993, it ended in 1993. Now, so that's just the Wonder Years in a nutshell. And it also aired on Channel 7, and it also had 6 seasons and 115 episodes. 115 episodes to this 6 season show. Now let's get into Boy Meets World. Boy Meets World is about a boy named Corey Matthews, played by Ben Savage. Ben Savage is Freddie Savage's younger brother. Now, the show was created by Mike Jacobs and April Kelly. It aired in September the 24th, 1993, and ended in May 15th. In May 15th in 2000. Now, Boy Meets World is about Corey Matthews growing up in the present time period. In the present time period, being the current time period. In the present time period. So basically, the show shows him growing up. It starts out with him, from middle school up and all the way up to college, along with his father, Adam Matthews, his mother, Amy Matthews, his older brother, Eric Matthews, his younger brother, Joshua Matthews, and his sister, sister Morgan Matthews, and also his best friend, Sean Matthews, and his other best friend, / girlfriend, Topanga Lawrence. We get to see a young Corey Matthews, deal with his, growing up in the present time period from high school, from middle school all the way up to college. So anyway, that's just the whole part of Boy Meets World in a nutshell. Boy Meets World had 7 seasons and 158 episodes. Now, in 2014, a sequel series was launched called Girl Meets World. It's all about Corey's young daughter being Riley Matthews. His mother. The show is about her growing up in the present time period as well, and being in the 2000s and shit like that. So basically, the same producers who produced Boy Meets World is also behind Girl Meets World. So anyway, let's see what these shows both have in common. Both shows' main actors are actually related to each other, being Freddie Savage is Ben Savage's older brother. Both show their main characters growing up in their present in their modern time periods. In their time periods, both shows show how they deal with certain issues in their different time periods, such as dealing with family, dealing with family, bigotry and all that crap. Both shows had both the main characters having a female friend who later becomes their girlfriend both in the later series. Basically they had female friends who later became their girlfriends. Both shows had the main characters who starts off not noticing that their female friend had feelings towards them, and never and later they both main characters start to feel the same way as their female friends who had feelings towards them. So basically, this is what they have in common. Common so far. Both shows air on ABC, but they air in different time periods, and that's one thing they don't have in common. Both shows, unlike Boy Meets World, the one years took place in the time period of the 60s and in the 1960s and the 1970s. Boy Meets World took place in the present time period. Both shows did deal with different issues back in their different time periods. So basically, like whatever issues that they deal with in their time periods were kind of controversial during that time and shit like that. Both shows were basically. Both of these shows had nothing else in common that I checked for. But anyway, so are these shows both the same thing? Yes, they are. Both shows show a young boy, growing up in a large family, hanging out with their friends, talking about that, showing how they grow up in different time periods, growing up with their family, hanging out with their best friend, and dealing with issues and all that. So basically, both shows are basically both the same thing. So anyway, basically, I love these two shows because When I was growing up, I used to watch reruns of the Wonder Years and Boy Meets World. So basically, these shows are very good. So I recommend if you can get both shows on DVD, I recommend you guys watch these shows. So these shows are very good. So anyway, this is Sincere Michael signing off. One, come back next month. I have something special for you for my next segment for Are They Both the Same Thing? This is Sincere Michael now signing off. Later, YouTube viewers. One,